Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where this might be the last episode of the series. If it is, you'll know because it says conclusion in the title, but I don't know yet. We'll see how this ends up going. And the reason I don't know is because I don't know how long it's going to take to actually end this war. So we're landing on Corony right now, and that's going to be done... Oh, that's going to take a while.
Initiating ground assault.
2,200 is going to take a while to chip through. What is our next target here? So, once we're done in Leloria, we're going to need to go into Zeta Reticuli or Rothbalek. Okay, so Rothbalek is over this direction. Right. I feel like we already ordered this fleet to go there, but these guys don't have anything to do at this point. So we're going to send them over to Rothbalek as well. What do we have there? 1093? Okay, that'll take some time to work through, but not too much. So once we're through in Leloria, that's going to be one of the major locations dealt with. We're going to move some reinforcements in there because we will definitely be taking losses. No doubt about that. So we're going to bring these in, and eventually they'll arrive. We have this army and this army. Okay, I'm actually going to tell both of them, well, we have to select them independently. It's slightly awkward. I'm just going to combine them together for right now. We'll keep an eye on Corony here, and they've got that same plague zombies thing going on here. It's going to be a little bit rough. That said, they've only rolled up 2 of them thus far. So that's a good sign, but we're definitely going to land some reinforcements here. Okay. So they've grouped up, it looks like. I believe. Yeah, I believe they grouped up. They were at 2K. They had to have. So that's fine. Our next location beyond this is likely going to be Zeta Reticuli. That is, of course, up over here. What is the bombardment there like? I mean, there's a lot going on here. Where even is the planet? Up here? Okay, Poison Lakes. Yeah, 8310, that's going to be a while. So our next location absolutely should be Rothbalek. Okay, they're down to 750 reasons here, and pretty much all of those is demanding unoccupied systems and planets. So all we need to do is go through and land on these planets. There are 5 total planets remaining. This one's probably going to be pretty late with 8,000 on it. We'll bombard that for a good long time. We did just finish up colonization on this world here. We'll just go ahead and put in a city district. That'll be fine for now. And that's up in the L cluster. We just now colonized our L cluster location? That feels like so long ago that we set that up. But okay, sure. So that'll be fine. We're going to come on back to Leloria. And let's check in on this invasion. How's this going? Only up to 3 plague zombies. So far, we're doing well there, but a lot of these are disengaged and not actually killed. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, 4 plague zombies there. Cleared. And once they start fighting is kind of when this becomes dangerous. Because they're going to chip through our clone armies pretty quickly, and I think that they might be able to spawn from our clone armies. I'm not 100% on that, and I'm quite certain that they can't spawn from each other. Okay, that was definitely them spawning from a clone army right there. I just witnessed that. Okay. So now we know for a fact that they can spawn from clone armies, and I did not mean to close that. So that's good to know. Disengaging them is completely pointless. I don't know why it even does that. But sure. They are below their combat width at this point, so we are going to win this, but we're going to take some substantial losses. Things are looking good, though. The Azantian Armada Enclave has paid dividends. Excellent. And yep, there's an additional plague zombie spawning once again from our clone army there. So that's good to know that that can happen. But we have a lot of them to chip through still. We're definitely going to win this, obviously. We were never going to lose this battle. But these costs are high when they've got these plague zombies. That hurts. No doubt about that. Cool, so we've almost chipped through their front line. Those plague zombie armies died, and this one is at low morale, so minus 25% damage. I would like to hit this and lower that morale. That would be awfully nice. We have rolled well on not spawning too many zombie armies, though. So that's a good sign. Excellent.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So that will, of course, I just noticed this button here. Oh, the orbital ring. Okay, cool. So I just noticed that, but we just finished up in Leloria. Now we're going to need to find our next location. So Triassics. That's not how you do this. I keep doing that. Triassics. Okay, so that is off over here. 3522 and 675. Okay, noted. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to head over to Rothelbeck. We're going to land on Galen, and that's down to 966. That's not going to be too bad to deal with. We'll get these merged together and head out to reinforce that. In the meantime, we're going to move these fleets to start bombarding at Triassics, specifically here, Second X. This will need to be bombarded for a while. Okay, so we know that Zeta Reticuli needs bombardment. Oh, Wiesen is the last one. It's now showing us that. Cool. So, where exactly is Wiesen? That is right up over here. We are bombarding here with a very small fleet. There's actually 0 strength here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this unit here. We're going to go land on Wiesen right now with just a single unit. Will be unopposed, so that'll be fine. As soon as our transport fleet arrives here, and I'm not sure if these guys are going to get their orders properly, but as soon as our transport fleet arrives and lands, then we will send our fleets here to go bombard in Triassics. And in fact, we can do that right now. So we're going to head over to Second X. Beautiful. We are negative on our energy credits at this moment, and I'm wondering why that is. Perhaps it's just upkeep on our fleets. That's a possibility.
We have established a new planetary base.
Okay, a couple more planetary bases starting up over here. We're going to put in a city district in both of them. Fantastic. So those are done. How are we doing now? 598.
Initiating ground assault.
Okay, 447. Cool. So that would be us done here. We're going to head over to Triassics. Excellent. Are these guys actually heading in? No, they're not. So we should land them on Galen. Cool. That is a lot of zombies.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So I see that that didn't go so well. It's fine. We can still win this. We're not going to have any major issues with it, but that is a lot of zombies, for sure.
They are
We're going to move this transport fleet on over to Triassics. Cool. 448 reasons to not do this. 300 of those are unoccupied planets, and 150 are those unoccupied systems. So that's all of it. Who destroyed a spaceport? This guy? It's just a space amoeba. No. They're in the Lyrae again. Where are they getting these fleets from? I mean, I know that they can retreat and take a while to show back up. And they are coming into the Great Zadran Mandate. That must be what it is. We just haven't managed to eliminate them yet, and they take a really long time to show back up. That's the only thing I can imagine. Now, we're getting worse on our energy credits, and is there anything at all we can do about that? Not really for the moment, but we're probably completely fine here. I don't expect that to be much of a problem. Let's actually go into thoughts. No, they're in Adamir.
Assaulting our spaceport.
Okay, so we need to get this taken back apart, right? No doubt about that. How are we doing in Rothelbeck? Okay, we're on the final zombie army now. Month tick is ongoing. There we go. Cool. We need under 200,000 alloys now to get our ships fully built up. Excellent.
Our warriors are victorious.
Next, we're of course going to head over to Jurassics, and we're going to land on Dexalon. I do want to get these guys grouped together and enter orbit over Dexalon, but I don't want them to actually land on Dexalon yet. They don't have the strength for that. So we'll not do that just yet. And how are things going over here? We appear to have won that battle. We're going to go hit Lyre. And how are things going with the Alliance over here? There's a possibility that they might decide to become our vassal.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
But that kind of depends on them, not on us. So the real thing here is, I'm not sure whether this will be the last episode or not. That kind of depends on these guys.
Assault.
But things are looking good thus
ours.
far for this being the last episode of this series, which would be nice. This has been a very long-running series, Ottoman Supremacy. How long has this even been running for? Like, this series, or the Stellaris portion of it alone has been like 4, 5 months? It's been a lot.
Beginning
No doubt
attack
about
run
that.
on
And
enemy
it's
station.
been quite a number of series beyond that. So this mega campaign is very mega. No doubt about that, and I would not mind for this mega campaign to be over. That would be reasonably nice. So we'll see if it's over here. We can definitely land on Dexalon at this point, right? Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is looking good. We'll have no real problems with that landing. And then Seconex. That's at 3429.
Battle is joined.
And yes, just going to be Zeta Reticuli and Seconex. So let's pull these guys down to... Oh, hello. There we go. Let's pull these guys down to Seconex. There we go. I want to check in on Zeta Reticuli. How are we doing here? Bombardment here is slow, but there's a lot of us.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Okay, it's dropped down below 5,700. Cool. We definitely need to continue to bombard that one. And Dexalon should be done very soon here. I don't think we need to land anywhere else. Yeah, we'll be fine. This will do the trick. The real question is, how long will it take to bombard this down to a reasonable state? Do we want to wait to allow these guys to accept or decline a Diplo annex? I wish we could see, while we're at war, whether they would. That would be nice to know. Alternatively, we could just attack them. It wouldn't take very long to crush them. We'd need 3 fleets to do it. And we could do that while we're waiting for our bombardments. So, for example, this fleet would be positioned in Pell. Then we'd have another fleet like this one, positioned in Nikor. And then what third fleet would we utilize?
Breakthrough
This one?
achieved.
Yes. That would do the trick, and we'd head into Shukon. I think we'll go ahead and do this. I think this will be the fastest way to handle it, realistically. With these bombardments being what they are, I think this will be our best bet. So we'll just get into position here.
Our warriors are victorious.
And we should actually not be in Pell. We should be in
The
Cats.
enemy is targeting one of our
We'll also
stations.
assign a leader here. Cool. Okay. As far as this fleet goes, we may as well position in the jump point. And the same for these other fleets. So you can position over here. And where's that third
We have
fleet?
established a new planetary
Here we are. We're in
base.
Shukon, and we get ready to move to Riak. Beautiful. So this will be the general idea. And you might as well survey. Auto survey. There you go. We can auto-survey these areas. Not that we're going to colonize them. That would require influence, and influence will take a while.
Scientific
We can certainly
breakthrough
continue to work
achieved.
on building up these colonies that we're getting. Cool. And we can activate the surveyor. Excellent. So we're basically in position here now, right? I want to check in on our status over here. We finished on Dexalon. Okay. So we want to land on Second X next. Still 3,000 here. So here's the idea. We move these guys into position in Shukon. We would have to land here. These are very, very basic locations to land. No problem there. What about Riak? 109? And then nowhere to land here. So yeah, I think that this would be the fastest way to do it. So we would then declare war on them with vassalize being the CB.
At last, to war.
Cool. So we're just going to head in over here, into Manthal, and into Riak. Apparently we're looking here now. Okay, cool.
Battle is joined.
So that's fine. We're going to have no real problem.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
We're already attacking all 3 of their spaceports, so this is completely fine. Beautiful.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So where is our army at? Well, we're waiting on this month tick here. Our army hasn't shown up just yet. It'll take them a little while to get here, it seems.
They are assaulting our
I guess we may as well start bombarding here, not like we really need it. And we can start bombarding over here as well, eventually. Sure. Our army isn't here yet, sadly.
The enemy is
Where are they?
targeting one of our stations.
Okay. It's a little ways to the nearest gateway, so that'll take some time. We're lacking a leader here, apparently, and after the month tick, we'll fix that. There we go.
They are assaulting
Cool.
our spaceport.
And we're just going to go land on Vectature. We can bombard there. We may as well.
System
And they would
survey
not
complete.
currently let us achieve war goals. There are 46 reasons not to. Noted. So we'll just have to get their occupation up. No big deal here. This will not take too long.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
We're probably going to have this done well before our bombardments are done, in all honesty.
Initiating
So
ground
we're,
assault.
3,200 here.
Victory shall be
And
ours.
we're going to need more time. That's fine. So this is definitely the most efficient way to do this. No doubt about that. Checking in over here. Yeah, very, very weak. No real
They are
problems
assaulting
whatsoever.
our spaceport.
So we're just going to chip through these really quickly. Cool. Next world will be over here. And they actually have 3 worlds in total over here. So that'll take some time.
Our
I want to make sure that we are
warriors
over this
victorious.
world. That one has 521. The
They
others
are
are weaker.
assaulting our spaceport.
Not like they're, strong enough to actually pose any sort of a risk to us. But they are weaker. 519 is not a lot. But we'll definitely work on bringing that down a little bit and do this in, like, ascending order of army strength.
The
So that'll
enemy
be
is
fine.
targeting one of
We
our
can continue to
stations.
reinforce our fleets. We're down
They
to
are
needing
assaulting
below
our
150,000
spaceport.
alloys. I like it. And they're at minus 19 reasons right now. We're maybe going to be able to do this after this next invasion. Quite possibly.
Initiating ground assault.
So this is going to be a very, very fast invasion, right? We're going to chip through their clone armies with no problem. They've got this defense army here that's still at full morale. We're really focusing on this defense army for some reason. There, now
They
we're
are
spreading out our
assaulting
fire
our
a little bit. And that
spaceport.
is what we want to see. We want to see their morale drop. But they're just done, right? There's nothing that they can do here. They're completely and totally done.
Our warriors are
Excellent.
victorious.
18 reasons, huh? Okay. Well, we're going to go land on Farket. That is the next one. A terraforming candidate was just discovered. Okay, cool. Not like we're going to be able to grab that. We have basically no influence. That said, we do have enough to grab one of these, so we may as well.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
So it is looking like there's going to be one more episode, right? Just based on bombardment speeds and where we are in this episode. I think this is the penultimate episode. But I will definitely commit to next episode being the final episode.
They are
Kind of no matter how
assaulting our
long it takes.
spaceport.
I don't think it'll take all that long, to be honest. It might even be a bit of a short episode. We'll see.
Our
How are we
warriors
doing on our integration?
victorious.
And I want to get started landing here and just wrap up this war. Yeah, 18 reasons. So we'll have to
We
get
have
that full
established
system
a new
set up there.
planetary base.
How are we doing on that integration? 328 months remaining on
They
that.
are
That's going to be a
assaulting our
while yet.
spaceport.
Okay. So we'll continue to build these city districts. That'll all be
System
fine.
survey complete.
Cool. And this should wrap up the war here. Not the big war, but
We
the
have
little war.
established a
Our
new
time
planetary
filler war.
base.
Excellent. Let's check in real quick on how our bombardments are doing.
Spaceport.
So we'll check in here.
Construction
Still
complete.
3,000. We can invade that, but we will take losses. And up over in Zeta Reticuli, we'll just check in here. About 3,000 as well. Okay.
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet.
Okay,
conquered.
it's doable. Let's go ahead and achieve war goals here. Beautiful. So that's these guys getting subjugated. I'm going to move all of our fleets, all 3 of our fleets, not very many of them, but all 3 of our fleets that were up there, I'm going to move them over to Zeta Reticuli. Excellent. Okay, so these guys are
They
a protectorate
assaulting our
under us.
spaceport.
Yep, that looks right. Where is our army at here? There it is. We're going to send our army off over this direction. We're going to land on Secunex. This is a great Zadran mandate. And we are working this number down a little bit, but it's going to be a little rough. Once we arrive
are
here, we know we want
assaulting our
literally
spaceport.
every fleet that we have. Literally every single one of
Battle
them.
is joined.
Including the one at Nikor that is currently in battle. We want literally all of these fleets to go bombard the same location, because there's only one location after this that we need, and basically
They
all of
are
these are
assaulting
in
our
Zeta
spaceport.
Reticuli, but they are not, strictly speaking, all in Zeta Reticuli right now. So there we go. Something like this. We're going to need all of these forces to come over to here. Oh, this is so laggy. I don't actually want to bathe Poison Lakes. Let's deselect this, the Colossus specifically. It's in here somewhere. Is it the BOS Guardian? Oh, this is so laggy. Let's exit here so that we have some frame rate. Okay, yeah, that's the Colossus. We'll deselect the Colossus. Everyone else is going to come into Poison Lakes. There's a lot of lag here. Okay. There we go. We have successfully orbited.
The enemy is targeting one
Cool.
of our stations.
Now we're going to jump drive up here just to get here a little quicker so that they don't recover as much. And then we'll land there as soon as that's done. We will take losses here. So we should start moving in some reinforcements.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
That'll take them a little bit of time to get there, but not long. Cool. And we'll just invade Second X here. They're actually
Initiating
fully
ground
regenerated.
assault.
Okay. That's a little sad, but it'll be fine. So many
They
undead
are
armies.
assaulting our spaceport.
Well, we'll chip our way through that. That'll be a little bit, though. It is almost time to put a cut in here. Before I go, I do want to queue up a bunch more armies here, just to be on the safe side. So we're going to recruit how many here?
They are assaulting
Well, a bunch,
our spaceport.
for sure. We'll recruit some from Mars as well. There we go. We'll just queue up a bunch of these. And I'm
They are
also going to get some
assaulting
from
our
Alpha
spaceport.
Centauri. And that's basically it. Alpha Centauri Prime will queue up some of these guys. Okay. Was just checking the numbers there. So
They
we'll queue
are
up some of
assaulting our
these, and
spaceport.
then we're going to head over to Alpha Centauri Tertius and queue up a few more of these. There we go. So we'll get those going. The plan there is, of course, just to reinforce us. But next episode, we are going to finalize this
The
galaxy.
enemy is targeting one of our stations.
I think. This battle is not necessarily going the best for us. We do have reinforcements on the way in, but we'll see how that goes. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rocorvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.